Moments with RUC and OBG.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ikelwa Lazarus, aka the RUC, and you're welcome to today's Moments with the RUC. My co-host today remains OBG. OBG.
Morning, General.
Yes, we have a fantastic, fantabulous guest today. And his name is SADO SS. OBG, we have SADO in our midst today.
Guys, I see. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. If you are in school or if you're in school as at 2:15,
yes,
you would you would know who is here. And it's a one-time DCC General of Maritime Academy of Nigeria, class of 15.
Yes.
It's not that person than Officer SADO SS Monitor. So as I'm shaking you, I'm trying to take it back to 2015. If I was able to shake you like
no, it's not. It wouldn't be possible. It would have been.
No.
You would have met stronger stick.
Honestly. You're welcome, sir. Thank you very much.
The way both of you were raising the mantra, actually, I thought there's another SADO by the side. I never knew you were referring to.
Wow. Very. Thank you very much, sir, for coming. We know how busy Lagos is and the traffic and all that. You still find a way to make it here today, sir. Thank you very much. We are so honored to be here.
Yeah, honestly.
Yes, viewers, this is Officer SADO and former DCC General Maritime Academy of Nigeria.
Yes.
And you'll be hearing from him as he have the floor, sir. You have the floor, sir.
So introduce yourself and let them know who you are.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
First of all, it's my pleasure to be here today.
Okay.
And ever since I had the opportunity you guys gave me to be on this show, actually I was very, very amazed. And it gave me the pleasure. And on issue, I was nervous at first. I became anxiety. I became anxious, actually, because I was looking forward to it.
Okay.
Notwithstanding, I was all looking forward to it because of the beautiful job you guys were able to set up. I've been following you on Instagram, following you. Actually, I was looking forward to it. When I had the opportunity, I was all anxious to come for it. I'm really, really amazed, and I want to thank you once again for giving me this opportunity to come here today and express my own impressions.
Thank you very much, sir.
So once you introduce yourself, let them know you.
Okay,
and what you do,
as you all know,
and everything.
they've almost introduced who SADO is. Actually, it's not far from the truth. My name remains Sheikh Hussaini SADO. I'm mostly called SS SADO.
Oh, that name is still. I don't know. I'm still. I want to be scared, but no way.
I'm a Nigerian.
Yeah.
And from Zamfara State.
Wow.
And I'm really happy to be here today.
Okay.
And those who know me knows me to be a very shy type.
Yeah.
Sir, I'm coming to that, sir. I'm not sure.
They know me to be a very shy type. Despite the fact that some people can misrepresent principles with wickedness. That's the little phrase I have to put here. Thank you very much. It's a honor.
Thank you.
Okay.
And that's a short story of me.
Okay.
As you know, I'm from Zamfara State, based in Lagos, married with 3 kids. I'm so proud of them. Married to a beautiful spouse and person of barrister Amina Adiu.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's like a maritime law combination.
Okay, I've not seen the sauce. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for that brief phone. And sir, life after academy. Yes, really want to
dive into that
word, sir. Life after academy. How has it been? After academy, there's another life after academy.
Exactly.
So, can you just tell us how it has been? At least take us through the journey so far, sir.
Okay, if you pardon me, I would like to take you back to life prior to academy.
Okay.
Yes, going to academy, actually, I have little or no knowledge of what Maritime Academy is all about.
Okay.
Being a boy from the northern part, far north, have little, and at that then there was no much kind of information that you can tap into.
Yeah.
So I even thought at a point in time that I was going to join the Nigerian Navy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Many people have that misconception.
That misconception.
Yeah, that's why they always,
So,
you know.
actually, I was a science student.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, and coming to academy, and who mentored me to apply for academy was actually a student of maritime maritime
Transport.
MTBS,
Okay,
maritime transport and business studies.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I just took to his step and applied for MTBS. Coming to MTBS, I realized like the department is far aback. As if we're there to escort the engineers and I'm not the scientists. Yeah. But I knew I've already taken the step. Okay. And I have to right my wrongs. If at all they were wrong. Yeah. So I merged where I tried to, and luckily enough I was appointed the course rep of that department.
So
So I was already working on how I can kind of readdress the situation by switching back to nautical science.
Okay.
Because I realized the nautical science department was more like a preferred department.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
that's
So-
number one department.
But later on I was appointed the course rep of maritime transport and business studies. I said, no, I shouldn't let these boys down.
Yeah.
And I stood my ground and made sure that department turned out to be one of the best. And we looked at the opportunities in that department and tried to explore it. And I met wonderful individuals, wonderful deputies, wonderful friends who tried to, we mobilized and formed a force. We intimidated other departments and made sure that we were the best.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
That's what
Go and take history. By the time we were passing out in 2012, I think our department was so popular.
Okay.
We made it very popular and we made sure that
wow,
things were going right. And life after throughout my studies, I was opportune to work in NIMASA, to train with NIMASA.
Okay.
I did my sideways there for 6 months.
Okay.
I did my industrial training there. So I had little knowledge of administration and how the maritime administration works. Yes. So when I had to rush back from my HND in order to kind of stabilize and acquire the full knowledge. Yes. And I didn't regret going back, despite the fact that I was doing well in the master. In short, some of the senior staff were offering me casual staffing and other things.
Wow.
Yeah, but I didn't.
You know, when you are good,
That means it served very well. For them to
served very well.
The government was well served.
With a couple of friends there, Thomas Audu, Kasim Lawal, Lafia, all of us were doing very great.
I think any cadets serve.
Yes.
So
Actually, they liked us there, and some of us were working on board, but we just have to abandon that stage and come back to complete the whole threat. So after we came back, we were focused and we made sure that we sailed through the channel. Even when we came back for the HND, we tried to kind of boost the morale of the junior cadets because we knew what we went through when we were junior cadets. So we made sure we encouraged them and made sure that they were at the right point. Because I went to NIMASA, I realized NIMASA is a maritime hub where normally maritime cadets should tap into. But if you go check the statistics today, you realize that most of the staff in NIMASA didn't go through any maritime courses. But they are the dominant.
I like that point.
They are the dominant there. So what stops me from exploring my own field? So I made sure I with a couple of friends, we made sure that we boost the morale of the junior cadets and put it at the back of their mind that you can become whatever you wish to be. Today they are captain of industries. There are seafarers everywhere who have passed through different departments. There are some who have not even gone to Maritime Academy, but today they are doing well in the sailing sector. So that was, you know, if you allow misconception to kill you at the point in time, you end up being enclaved in a very small circle. So life after academy, even before I went to Maritime Academy, I went with the hope that I was going to excel in that field. And during my course of study there, I was confident that after these studies, I'm going to yield the fruit of these studies. So I was full of confidence even at the Maritime Academy. So when we came out from the academy, we were meant to serve for 1 year. So even before I started serving, I was opportune to gain an employment. Yeah, with my little experience and my recommendations from the academy. I was opportune to work in an oil and gas company. Yeah. But before then, it wasn't easy actually. Life was tough in Lagos. I told you of my IT in Lagos during the Fashola regime. It wasn't that easy actually. We trekked. And that was the essence of all the physical strength we gained back then in the Maritime Academy, trained by the regimental unit of the Nigerian Navy. We had a lot of strength. We came with a lot of physicality in us. Energy. Thank you very much. The right word to use. We came with a lot of energy, and we were hungry. Because it's not all about the energy. You can have a reserved energy, but you have to put that energy to work to get to where you want to, where you want to be. So I got a job even before I served. I was opportune actually to get a job, and despite that job, I still went to serve in Mina. I served in Niger State. I served for 1 year. Then I came back to continue with my job. I was working in an oil and gas company. Yeah. I started from a fleet manager. Commanding like 20 fleets of trucks. Not even ships, of trucks. I was commanding a fleet of 20. It later grew to 40. Then later on, I was appointed the head of operations of that particular company. Salvas Oil and Gas Company, and at the same time I was managing to work with AA Rano. Because AA Rano had a marine department, so I was working in AA Rano's marine department, and I was serving Salvas Oil and Gas Company. I was able to. Actually, I was able to merge the two because it was easy. We were sharing the same office space and all that. So Salvas is more like a subsidiary of AA Rano, but an independent company. And you can Google it. I think Salvas has the biggest filling station in Nigeria. I was there through that transformation. I watched how the company grew, and I'm proud to say that I was a part and parcel of people do great.
That's explosive.
I later concentrated on the maritime aspect. I was appointed the crew manager of Aerano then. We had a vessel called MT Hajara. I think, a lot of my colleagues, junior ones, and other senior cadets have served on board that vessel before they later jettisoned that vessel for another one. So I worked there for about 5 years until I resigned in 2020. I resigned from Aerano from Salvas Oil and Gas in 2020. I resigned to pursue a career. I had that dream of becoming an established individual. Already while I was working there, I was able to, there's something they call side hustle.
Side hustle, sure.
Is it like I established the company in 2017 by the name SADO Nigeria Limited. SADO is just an acronym of my name, Sani Sado. So I just made it
Sado. From the combination of those wonderful dreaded names.
So the company actually was meant to dwell into a lot of general merchandise and other activities. In short, maritime was the list. Because I saw it that if people can go and dominate our own sector, why can't we also delve into other places?
Instead of fighting them,
instead of fighting them,
they can't leave the office for you.
We've done a lot of entrepreneurship development then in school. And in entrepreneurship, one key thing you need to know is that as an entrepreneur, you need to find a problem and know how to address that problem in order to gain. Yeah, in order to gain grounds, you must solve people's problems. Even if their problems are solved, make it easier for them. So I realized that I could start off with a fashion design. Yeah.
Wow.
Because, what drove me then was that whenever I came out with my outfits, my bosses, my colleagues, my friends usually say to me that you look smart.
So even in school,
Even in school,
even in school,
people admired the dress. So I started making recommendations to my tailor then. I was directing them to my tailor, and I realized that the tailor was making
cashing out.
He's cashing out. So I said, okay. I need to start off this business, and then there was no money to set a base in Lagos. So you just have to start from somewhere. So we established one. I established one company in one space in Ogun State. We started from there, and even at my position as the head of operations in Southwest Oil and Gas. Later on, I became the COO, the Chief Operating Officer. So you can imagine the top rank and phrase in that company. But despite that fact, I could bring myself so low to act as a tailor. I learned how to take measurements. Yes. So though I can sew.
That's not for you.
I'm learning. I started learning. I learned how to take measurements. And I was trying to, whenever I take measurements, I now refer them to Ogun State, where those boys will now make the outfits and send them back. Then I will distribute across Lagos. A lot of my clients didn't even know that I'm attached to any other company. Because I humbled myself. You know, in this society, if you don't humble yourself, the society will humble you.
One more.
I humbled myself, and one good thing about humility is that you don't get to regret it. After a certain level, when they get to realize that this person doing this thing is the same person in so position, they respect you more. So you don't need to carry shoulder or you understand? You don't need to
I'm inspired.
Very inspired.
I can see you're a man of many parts.
Actually, I created that side hustle, and my salary was more like a bonus to me. I was doing well. Actually, I was really doing well because it came to a lot of family, friends, and close allies as a shock when I resigned from Salvas in 2020. And you get to ask me, why did I resign?
We are competent. Because you just can't just have such lucrative and very comfortable job.
I think something must have driven you to that. That is more than
you know, if you fail to plan, you're already planning to fail. And you know, as the Archbishop of Canterbury once defines a manager, I always see myself as a manager. How did he define a manager? He defined a manager as a dynamic element. That without the manager, resources remain resources and never become production. Yes. So you can't have resourceful energy, resourceful strength, resourceful knowledge, and just keep it in abundance. So you just have to put things in place. So I had the dream of becoming an established CEO. And SADO Nigeria Limited was just a teaser. It was a teaser, like a learning ground. I was learning on how to become a chief executive officer of a company, and I realized that company was doing well. Actually, it was just a fashion outlet, and I don't need to bring the digits here.
No.
And I realized that the company is doing well. So I was now ready to take the bull by the horn. And I decided to establish a maritime institution, a maritime company. And you know the level of cartels.
Really? Exactly.
So that was why I came with the phrase, with the proverb of taking the bull by the horn. You're going. You know, Muhammad Ali once said that if your dreams does not scare you, which means yes, you've not started. Yes, I have this big dream, this wide dream. From my ND1, I was already gunning for leadership. I was training myself to become the CCC. God has it his way. I became the DCC General, which is the second in command. You cannot just wake up and say, okay, I want to become this overnight.
So there are steps
there are steps you need to take, and you need to work towards it. You need to work for it. So that was what actually happened. I now established Stainless Marine Services Limited. Stainless Marine Services was established to kind of operate in the maritime sector, into diverse maritime activities. We're into diverse maritime activities. We do a lot of things, and we are just like testing the waters. Because yes, this is our second year. And God so kind, we're able to break even the first year. We're able to generate a reasonable profit for the first 2 years, which means our test running is going on well. Inshallah. Time goes on. You know, the reason why I came up with Stainless Marine Services, despite the fact that maritime companies are actually capital intensive. But we cannot just fold our hands and say because they're capital intensive, we don't need to start off somewhere. We'll keep working for people all day, all night. No, you have to test run things to see if they work. How do you do that? Whenever you're running a project, you check back history. The people that are the main key players in the industry today, go and check their stories. Some of them they have little or zero knowledge of maritime academy, but they dwell in and they've conquered today. So definitely they are going to face out one day. And if they face out, who is going to take over? So definitely you need people that will come and take over. You cannot just sit back, fold your hands and say, okay,
by God's grace,
or this thing is too big for me, I cannot do it. Consistency matters. Today, Stainless Marine Services Limited is a very standard portfolio organization. Yes, I can beat my chest to that. We are registered with every reasonable maritime institution, including the Nigerian Customs Services. The office is in Lagos. The office is in Lagos, number 7. Am I not doing that? No. I'm free to run the advertising.
We are proud.
The office is in the heart of Apapa. Stainless Maritime Services. And I'm proud to say that the office has employed like 3 ex-cadets now.
This is what I say. That is what we are saying. That's why I say SADO must be here.
I'm so happy. It's in the heart of Apapa, behind post office, Apapa post office. That's number 7 Cameroon Road, Apapa, Lagos. And I think in our sets, we're 2 key players that were able to establish companies and still run them effectively. I am proud of my friend as well. I think you need to invite him also.
OBG.
Kasim Eli.
Kasim Eli.
He's also the CEO of Assured Maritime.
I know of Kasim.
I know him.
We'll bring him here. We'll bring him here.
He will come and shed more light on what I've been saying. Actually, we almost ran most of our activities together from our ND days and
you guys are best of friends. Remember,
Moments with RUC and OBG.
Okay, yes, sir. Back then in academy, we were trained. The regimentation back then was really much, and many people were saying that people take it out of this world, start jobbing people unnecessarily. So we want to ask you, sir, are you saying now all this regimentation put together has also contributed to this great achievement outside academy? Discipline. Time.
Even when we gave him calls, he was here before, and I laughed. That's how to never change. But parade ground.
Your timeliness to both watches, to classes, to Kanwi, accountability, and all that. Are you saying all these things put together contributed to your success?
Success already.
Okay. Actually, you can't dish out the fact that some rugged moment has helped a lot.
Oh, rugged moment.
Yeah,
The rugged season.
rugged moments. Yeah, I call them rugged moments
Yeah.
because if you can ask those who we were in school together, those whom we started together,
Yes.
they will always tell you that SADO is always on time. Yeah, right from my junior days. In short, as I told you earlier, before I went to academy, I knew what I was going for, and I made up my mind that I was ready to do the right thing and make sure that I passed through this academy.
Okay.
And didn't allow the academy to pass through me. Yeah. So, in life, you have to be principled. You have to have control over yourself. Yes. When you are meant to attend activities, just try as much as can to make sure that you're on time and be at the right place.
This parade, this is that the parade. I don't know how you feel that.
At the right
It's a
You
parade.
see, some people usually say maybe SADO is wicked, and I don't. If you ask me to define myself, I don't see myself as a wicked person. If I'm meant to be for both churches by 8, even as a senior cadet, as a DCC general, I think I come to address the parade sometimes. If I know I'm supposed to be there, I will be there as earlier as possible to make sure that I'm on ground. And I see no reason why you, as a junior cadet, will not be there on time. So people mistake principles with wickedness.
So I was about commenting that. You know, even when you post it on Facebook, and some persons were like,
Okay,
you know,
let's assume you come to parade ground and you crack like a few skulls. Out
oh,
of 1,000 out of 1,000 or 2,000 cadets, you were able to crack 15 skulls.
oh, Fadi.
For
Fadi.
So definitely those people must have trespassed. Yes, they must have
But
crossed.
there's no way everybody's
Yes.
all will be cracked.
Cracked, yes.
Some will also be disciplined.
In short, when the parade is called to shun,
Yeah.
I have a principle in life that anything worth doing
It's all doing
was
well.
not doing well. Yes, you gave me a timing to be here by 10. I think I was here an hour to.
Yes.
And if I should go by the rules, I'm supposed to crack your skulls.
For the sake of training.
Yes,
For the
but
sake of
just that
national unity.
we've jettisoned that part
Oh.
for now. If not, I would have cracked your skulls. You gave me a timing, and I was here like an hour too.
Yeah.
Why? Because I want to make sure that these things go rightly. You gave me a timing. I accepted your offer to be here. Then if I'm coming here, I have to make it the best possible way to make this show more lucrative. Yes.
Okay, so sir, you are trying to say, okay, so in school, under that confinement,
Yes,
that
in short, it's even a shame for you to come online and say SADO is wicked, which means you must have been trespassing.
Yeah.
Yes, you were not.
Yeah, so let's say, okay, so you know.
Yes, the good ones always pay. So I advise those who have been criticizing and other
So they
things.
should calm down.
They should calm down. They should start exposing themselves. Yes.
So if you are there, you have been saying,
Yeah.
it means
You
you have
see?
not been doing the right thing.
Yes.
If you are doing the right thing, you will say, like, to
Yes.
us, he's a good person.
Yes.
He's a good person.
There's what I
There are a lot of people that have not encountered.
Yes.
Yes, there
Yeah,
are a lot
it's
of
true,
people
they're in
that
school.
will not come in contact
Yeah.
because they've always been doing the right thing.
Yes.
Like Nelson Mandela once said, if you can teach people how to hate, why not teach them how to love?
No.
Yes, I will not just come out of the woods and start cracking skulls for cracking sake.
No.
I don't
So
enjoy
you enjoy it. So the way you know, sir. So that's how you do. You know,
You
you're
know
very
why I enjoy it?
You know why, sir?
I'm trying to insist.
Oh.
Like I'm trying to
You know,
inflict the
and it's the way you do it. I think it's special. You
It's so
know,
much swag.
Okay, let me go.
so you're just saying you don't do that out of wickedness.
No, it's not out of
training.
wickedness. No, at all.
And
It's
because
out of
you also
training.
you once
And you know why? That was what I understood to be discipline then.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
Okay.
So if I understood and accepted to be disciplined, then I have to make sure I put it in place to make people become more disciplined than they are.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy heat. I have a lot of friends in academy from the junior ranks.
Yeah.
up to the senior rank.
Yeah.
So it's not a matter of weakness.
So guys,
And actually, the regimentation really
yeah,
it's really, you know how much early we wake up for morning PT.
Morning PT.
You still have to squeeze time to come and dress yourself for both watches. After both watches, you still have in short, I doubled for a whole year. Despite being the class rep, doesn't guarantee me immunity that I'm not gonna double.
And some person's discipline.
Yes.
That's what I was
Let me tell you something. That doubling actually gives health. It improves the health of cadets. I've never felt fit like when I was in ND1. Because from point A to point B, you have to double up. And once you double up, the heart rate hits faster. The body becomes energetic.
So do you still do PT?
You still do more stuff for
It's a long story.
I do a lot of exercises that I don't need to expose. I do morning, afternoon, and evening PT also. But I'm registered to a gym actually. I do go there for you know, physicality really matters.
Our matter.
Okay, so before we go there, so I'll answer one question.
Yes, sir.
It's on leadership, and you know, we right when we were in school, you were leading side by side with the first female DCC. And you know, at some point, it was quite controversial. You know, we all couldn't
expected.
Yes, and you know, so I don't know how were you able to
balance?
Balance. You know, because at some point you were the persons we knew. You know, we couldn't go to her and tell nobody. I'm not sure somebody sir something. No, we couldn't. You know, you were the person. So I don't. How were you able to handle that? You know?
Actually, the era of leadership, that was my days as the DCC general. Yeah, something unforeseen came up.
Okay.
Because for the first time, a female cadet was appointed to become the CC.
First time.
Yes.
And I don't know whether it's the last time.
I hope it's not.
It's not okay.
Yeah, because leadership is not all about gender.
That's true.
It's not all about gender, but it depends on individuals and how they are able to manage that kind of situation. But I won't come before the cameras and tell you that all was well. Because at a point in time, I had to kind of train myself and adapt to the system. Because it was something one will never expect. And it's happened all of a sudden. So definitely the next person in line to take caution is the DCC general, who works hand in hand with the CCC. Because most of the times, the CCC is more like a captain on board. He oversees the affairs. Meanwhile, the chief mate runs the affairs. So it was my duty. I was saddled with the responsibility of running the
everywhere.
I had to,
regiment.
because I was ready to make sure that things work well, not just for me, but for the CCC. And Greme is one wonderful individual. Yeah. I like working with people I can't predict. And Greme is one person that I can't predict. If I predict you, it become boring for me. Yeah. I like because I test my abilities by people's perceptions, how they react, how they are able to go. And I think the situation was a very difficult one and a critical one. But I thank God I was able to sail through, and we had a very good working relationship. Yes. Because you know the male cadets have a larger number, and as the CCC, despite being the CCC, she can't come to the female hostel or something. So I was saddled with most responsibilities, and I was surprised with her qualities of leadership. She was able to manage things to a certain level, despite the fact that she had a lot of support from the rector, the school management. So it made it easier for us. In short, you know, resources that you see are very vital and key to every institution. So if you recall, during our days, there were a lot of activities happening then, because we were able to fund those activities. And school was fun. The academics was also good at the point in time, and the discipline was there. You know, the other gender don't tolerate shit anyhow.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They don't.
They don't tolerate it because they see it as if though you're trying to look down on them. Yeah, and that was one little issue we had with the Gremio, but later on we were able to find balance. And as I speak to you today, we're both out of the school doing our individual things in the industry, and time to time we do meet and connect. Yes, we do connect, share ideas, buy into each other's products, and we're doing good.
Wow.
She's a nice person actually, but you just need to understand her.
Her.
Yeah, that's it.
That's good. So, that brings me to the question: academy then and now. What can you say about the development? You know,
Because
as a one-time DCC.
In short, even if you didn't ask me this question, I was going there.
because before when
I was actually going there.
okay.
Yeah. To say I'm amazed, it's kind of understatement. You see, our generation are happy to have seen academy transform in 3 phases. When I was a junior cadet, I think we used to have lights out in academy. In the academy
12 o'clock.
by 12
Yeah.
Okpo came with his own regime, administration, and he tried as much as possible to make sure that he fixed the welfare and of staff and cadets. Then I could remember only a few lecturers or thereabout have cars. Yeah, but Okpo came, started kind of upgrading their standards and other things, sending them for courses, sending them to go and kind of bridge the gap with the academics in the field. And he did a wonderful job as well, despite the fact that we all have our shortcomings. Sure. Let's say there are some politics he brought into the academy, which I didn't align with. Then I wasn't there when Ishudu was there, though he has a very brief moment. Yes, but I learned he also has his own things that actually he wasn't able to implement before he returned to the Lord. Both Okpo and Ishudu are now late, of blessed memory. Their perfect souls rest in peace. Then came the transformer. So, during our time, Gospel Akpabi will always call himself as the uncommon transformer.
I think he needs to change that name or something.
I'm telling you.
He needs to change it.
You see, on a larger scale, I thought this country would never work again. Yes. I thought until I went to academy and this rector changed my thinking. Yes. I'm proud to say I've not met him, I've not seen him. In short, I've not even seen him. Maybe if you put his pictures here, I could guess wrongly. But I'm more interested in the transformation that I've seen in my alma mater. Today I can beat my chest proudly and say I'm a product of Maritime Academy.
Any day, anytime.
Just a few months ago, I went for my results. Yeah, the certificate, my original certificate. And I was amazed by the system. Just a few taps and other things.
A few taps here and there. And
I had my certificate with my passport branding on it, with a code I could easily use. Scan and get the results anywhere.
It's mind blowing.
So it's mind blowing. It's really mind blowing. And if you check the structures on the ground, you say this man has done a wonderful job. I recall back then we had to. It's a sad story, but we just have to say it as it is. During our mandatory courses, which is the STCW, yes, we had to use the hospital, ORON hospital pool, with the notion that our own swimming pool has been abandoned for some spiritual reasons, or which they made us believe that there were some spirits that you might not come out again. Thank you. But from school then I knew all these stories were cooked. Maybe some people were just using those avenues to eat money, siphon money, and corruption everywhere.
Yes.
Go and see the poll today. It's an Olympic standard.
Yes. I wonder where the spirits are.
Where the spirit? The spirits are the spirit they've took to their
You know when spirit they take risk. So
Yes.
I knew then all those things were stories. They were cooked. Look at the uncompleted library. Today the structure is in place. Look at the auditorium. Look at the hostels.
Each cadet to one laptop.
Wow.
Each cadet to the textbook.
In short, if
if
not for the fact that I would have said maybe we're shortchanged. Yeah, we're shortchanged if that is the keyword to use. I passed through my class, my pioneer class, that's in the one MTBS. We used to be like a 400 in a class. And I saw like 60 boys and girls seated comfortably, conducively taking ACs,
chilling
in the same class that I took sun. And they didn't even recognize that this was the former DC. Well, it's all their luck. We all have our luck.
Yeah, sure.
Look at what the wonderful job you're doing here. You just have to thank God for it. And I think we all have our places and we're destined to be in our places.
Yes.
Well, it's a good transformation. The school is something else, actually. We encourage every individual to go and quench his curiosity about what transformation really is. So this man has shown me that things can really change. We only need the right leadership.
That's it. If I thought it was maybe somebody from Yankee, maybe
if for instance,
and it's a Navy,
if for instance they will heliport you to Maritime Academy Center stage, you swear to your ancestors that this is not Nigeria.
Yes.
Yes.
It's true.
It's true.
I'm telling you.
It's true.
I'm telling you.
The
environment is so serene.
Serene, no buying and selling. Very coordinated.
An amenity.
The one that shocked us
me
when we were there, OBG. Some of the cadets, they confessed that during the COVID-19 period, some of them were taken to the airports, and they were given flight to go to their various.
Is
it the same academy? I told OBG, let's go back. But he said no. We are just
go back. We just have to move on and deal with what we had. Actually, it's a really good transformation, and I think the man has done a wonderful job there. I hope maybe the government in place will recognize him to do some other bigger projects. I just wish you can put someone like that in NIMASA. Sorry, I love to say it the way it is. Yeah, because NIMASA today has like jettisoning their priority. They are more of like the revenue. You don't care about
the structure, money making and that's not the main purpose of
That's not the main purpose. Look at today, any ship can just come and pollute Nigerian water and walk freely, no sanctions, nothing. Because the institution saddled with that responsibility has jettisoned their wealth. I'm not running for any office. I'm not a politician, but
someday,
who knows?
I'll play this video someday. Yes.
We will have to keep this in
I'll save it.
Who knows? But for now, actually, I have no interest in politics. I just want to chase the private sector and see how far I can contribute to the sector.
Thank you very much, sir, for everything, sir. One more before we go. So I wanted to.
It's your one more. Just say one last.
One more. After we're going to go to the games.
Okay.
So, sir, you spoke, widely on everything in your life and how it has been and everything, the journey, to this place. And we have some ex-cadets who are there who are, one way or the other, they are down or trying to find their space, trying to find their path in life. So what would you like to say from your vast experience? What would you like to tell them? To encourage them?
Yes. One more thing to add to that, BG. Some who actually went to maritime.
Yes, and they're not in the industry. Look at now, you're in business.
Maritime space where that they can also diversify into other areas. So what advice do you have for them so that they can at least fit into a particular place and at least move on with their lives?
You see, he's addressing us.
No, I have to be very serious with this fact.
Yeah. Okay.
You see, we have a lot of, when I say a lot, I mean a whole lot of opportunities in the maritime sector. Today, you guys have taken a part.
Yeah, the media aspect.
The media aspect that you're choosing.
Yeah.
Yes. Even the media aspect, I'm not sure you're able to cover
every part.
Every part.
Just 1%.
Yes.
Small.
You know, understanding the terminologies of maritime industry alone is a food on the table. Yes. To understand the terminologies on its own is a food on the table. Yes. So for those who are always who always see a single part in maritime sector, I advise them to rethink. Have a rethink of it. If today I don't have the opportunity of working in the maritime industry, I know maritime has taught me a lot in which I can diversify into other sectors. Yes. Today, private security organizations employ individuals. If I'm a HND holder today, I go to somewhere like Halogen to seek for a job, show my competency there. I must not start as a principal officer or something thereabout. You can bring yourself low to penetrate.
That you talked about.
Yes, the humility I talked about, to penetrate. Once you penetrate, let me tell you the fact. When I was employed after Maritime Academy, my first salary was 40,000 naira. Yes. But before I earned the first salary, I had a 50% increment.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And before I left that company, I had a 1,000% increment. Yes. You can say it loud.
Service.
Yes.
Service.
Because everything worth doing is worth doing well. I'm telling you, if you employ an individual as a cleaner today, and he distinguish, you have to distinguish yourself from what other people are doing. Yeah. Today, if you go to a halogen company as a maritime ex-cadet, you don't carry your shoulder that I have an HND, I must penetrate as a senior officer.
No.
You can even start from the junior rank. Yes. Show that competency. Show you don't need to put that 100% competency you put in maritime. Just put at least 75%. And I'm telling you, distinguish yourself from other security members, and definitely you'll be upgraded. Because once you have the qualities, why do you think they keep increasing the percentage of their salary? Because they are scared not to lose me. Yes, I can say
everything to retain you.
Yeah, they do everything to retain you. So definitely they will do a lot to keep you. They will do a lot to make you comfortable, to make you happy. They will take care of your rent, take care of your services. They shall dash you free car, do other things that will make you. Yes, there's no bonus on earth. Let me tell you, as an individual, I can sit back and relax and say, yes, I've achieved almost half of my dreams. Despite the fact that I've not reached any. What do I dream of as a young guy? Growing up, I dreamt of marriage. To marry to a beautiful, honest, and humble wife. Today, I'm happy that I have a beautiful spouse that takes care of me.
We can see.
We need to go and get
I have good kids.
Wow.
I came with my kids.
Carbon copy.
Carbon copy.
That guy,
he will be the CCC.
Amen. Whichever way, which I came with them because I'm proud of them.
Okay.
And secondly, maybe you dream of having a car that you just cruise around and other things. I've achieved that.
Wow.
You dream of owning a house where you can comfortably, because in Nigeria there's a mantra that if you don't own a house, if you are not a landlord, I can proudly say I've achieved that. As a Muslim, I have the dream of going for pilgrimage. Yes, to become an Alhaji. Because it's one of the pillars, one of the compulsory, obligatory aspects of Islam. If you're opportune, you have to go to Mecca. And I've gone.
Wow.
I've achieved that. At least one can say, okay, to a certain level, I've achieved that. And I can tell you all, it's born down to hard work. it's not by platter. You know, sometimes people see you and say you have opportunities, you can do this, you don't need to do this. No, it's a lie. Even if you are the son of the president, who have bundle and abundant opportunities at hand, if you don't work for it, you will never get it. Yes, you see a lot of our cadets, sadly to say, becoming nuisance to the society.
Yes.
Even you as an ex-cadet will not proudly say, oh, this was my colleague.
Yes.
There are some who we meet on the street and we hug each other,
yes.
because we know we are all doing the right thing. Today, a cadet walk to your office and tell you that, okay, he's this, is that. You see the responsibility in him. You try to go as lengthy as, but when a cadet come in a very drunk manner or something like that, what you first do is to avoid him in order not to entertain any embarrassment.
Yes.
Yes.
Because your personality
Yes.
is really...
And these are the same newsers that will go to social media and start insulting you, that you've seen them, you didn't care, you didn't do this. You didn't... No, it's
So
not
I think
about
cadets should, know how to carry themselves.
Yes.
Courage.
They should
Know
learn
how
how
to
to carry themselves.
Courtesy and all that.
Yes,
all that
courtesy.
stuff.
not throw away those
When I was doing IT in Maritime, in Nigeria Maritime Administration, in Nimasa, yes, I'm telling you, about 2 to 3 persons came to me and wanted to retain me in that organization. If I had gone by their way, even with the ND, I wouldn't have gone back to school.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, they give me tips, they give me tipends, a lot of things. Then Nimasa was paying us 12,000 naira. But I assure you that part of that 12,000 naira, 9 to 10,000 naira will go to Balogun market, where I'll get some smart outfits and all that. And look smart, look neat.
Wow.
Be the first to be in the office, the last to leave. Yes.
Wow.
So these are tips
These are tips that you
helps you.
Yes.
Yes.
You understand?
First to
You don't say,
official
okay, I've
officer.
gotten 12,000. Then 12,000 was just a tip.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we made sure that it went the right way. You spend the right way. You want to get a job or you want to get a placement on board, be ready for the embarrassment. Be ready for the shout out. A lot of times that we've gone to offices where people will kick us out. It doesn't deter us. We'll still come back tomorrow.
I think that's the spirit. I think
Yes.
some places are too relaxed.
But sometimes when you come to office and somebody shouts at you or something like that, you just say, who is he? Is it not God that placed him there? Yes, it's God that placed him there, but God will also place you when you work hard. Yes, so you have to work hard for it. Yeah, sometimes you will be chased, sometimes you will be looked down to. It's a long story. When I came to Lagos, actually, I was caught sleeping on the rug. Yes. But a lot of people will think, no, SADO is an opportunist. Yes, I don't have any relative in Lagos that I have to stay with.
Wow.
Yes. My brother was working here initially, but when I came to Lagos for the hustle, he's no longer here. He was no longer here.
Yeah.
So he attached me to an 80-year-old man. 70 to 80-year-old man. The man loved AC so much, and I'm not the type of person that love AC. I fold myself in blanket and sleep on the rug while he sleeps on his bed. Today I can comfortably say I live in a 3-bedroom flat in the heart of Lagos.
Wow.
So it's not by and some other persons will say no, SADO is an opportunist. He has a lot of. I don't know anybody. Leave it, take it or leave it. I don't know anybody that can influence my position or my status. And no matter who you are, you will not call me a lazy person. Because I wake up, I work hard, I know what I'm up to, I know the responsibilities on me, I know the bills I have to pay, I know these kids need to go to school, I know they need to eat, I know a lot of people are waiting for me. So why will I just relax and sleep? There's time for retirement.
Yeah, sure.
I don't hope to be 60 and still be running the streets. But let me tell you, if you sleep now, you have to run in your late 60s.
Wow.
Yes. But if you create an avenue for you to relax, then maybe in your 60s, you just go home and be reading news and be watching.
Reading the newspaper.
Yes.
Checking the news.
And be waiting for time.
All right.
So definitely that's my little advice. People should work hard and people should stop complaining. They should stop blaming the blame game. You understand?
Wow.
You know, these things you guys do, you might see it as a startup stage. But there are a lot of people who see, they will just hate you for no reason.
That is a problem.
Some of you will now start calling you. No, it's rector that's doing this. It's rector. Why you created a platform before rector saw it. I know.
Sorry to call you. Any event we go to, they say this is rector.
It's rector that has to give them money. It's rector that this. That's what they will say.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care, but that is a problem.
But I would advise you to go and read this book.
Okay.
Maybe it will build your mind before. Because then when they say SADO is wicked, I find it disturbing.
Okay.
I want to treat it. When they say SADO is this, it becomes disturbing. I realized that I've been disturbing myself for no reason. For other people's pain, I was taking Panadol. So I had the opportunity of traveling to Dubai one time, and I saw a book, The Subtle Act of Not Giving a Fuck.
Yeah.
It's in my car now.
Oh, okay.
So I read this book.
Someone has recommended that book.
I read this book from cover to cover. I realize it's people's problem. And by the time you're trying to deal with it, you're taking Panadol on their head. So let them see why you remain focused. Because the energy you
using to
think and redress or impress them, the more you impress them, the more you have more haters. So just remain focused. Whatever people say about you, if it's true, try to fix it. Be a person that is open to
flexible.
that is flexible. Don't shut the doors for criticism or corrections. There are a lot of things that you do, maybe people will criticize. Look at the criticism very well. If it's worth adjusting, you adjust. If it's just worth ignoring, you ignore. If it's worth addressing, you address. But it's not every criticism that you address. Or you
just let
me tell you something. A lot of people who come online and say SADO is wicked, I can't recall having an encounter with them. Because some people will just
so basically because of the wickedness, it's not to them directly, but just say yes.
Maybe one of his Kabi schools must have come late and you understand? I get love dolphins. Because of dolphins, they can poison you. So you learn how to eat your fish well. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It has been an interesting moment with Officer SADO.
I
don't want this to end.
I think I have to land on this note. That Ikelua, you're a symbol to the cadets. You and OBG. You guys are doing a wonderful job. And I want you to keep it up. Today you see on social media, I was reading it the other day, Sabinus, or what they call him, was saying that he takes home 10 million naira. That is much more than a captain's salary. So must we all go into the sea?
There are many ways you can.
So there are many ways you can do it. I want to encourage you to keep up with this platform, and I think it's a wonderful idea, and you guys should keep up to it and to tap every opportunity. Today we know you have this platform. I came in and I saw some gadgets and machineries. I'm looking forward to aligning with you guys how we can work with SADO Nigeria Limited. Look at the chemistry. You're an SKD, I'm an SKD. You're an artist, I'm a fashionist. So we have met now. Why should I take my artistic work somewhere? Definitely it has to come to you. Because you're a fraternity. Thank you very much. That's a fraternity we're talking about. Yes, and we can join hands together and become a better society all together. Yes. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your time.
As you close, I want to sing one moral song.
Yes.
That you love most in academy. Let's you to end
as a G.
As a G,
sir.
Yeah, I was a G.
And
I think most of the morals that were inherited in the academy were brought by ex-boys. And I'm lucky to be a part of that community.
Wow.
Yes. So we've also contributed our quota from the Jato era, the Najibi Sadiko's era, and the Sados era, the Haruna Jeji. We were all ex-boys of Nigeria Military School. And even if you guys don't appreciate us for anything, at least you appreciate us for bringing a lot of morale on the table.
That's true, sir. That's true.
You know it's been long actually.
So you can't remember any moral songs? No. Why not?
If I can't remember, we need to rest. Okay. When you go,
tell my people I don't care. If na job we go serve am. I don't care.
If na was we go was am.
I don't care. When you go, tell my people I don't care. In fact, I like that. So people that are telling us we don't care.
That's it.
Thank you everyone for watching.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for coming.
I really
to
appreciate
today's show. God
It's
bless
my
you.
pleasure.
We want to appreciate you immensely for
it's my
how you take
pleasure.
out time to be here with us today.
It's really my
viewers,
pleasure.
we want to thank you for
It's really
watching
my
today. I want to say God bless you all and keep watching Smoke Room TV. From me, it's bye for now and
I
Obiji.
see our gift.
Yes.
Director.
Okay. And this is our ritual, Obiji.
Yes.
Okay.
Ritual that we always do, and this is actually from
So, you know, director saw that we are hosting shows like this.
so he gave us some
So he gave us some tourists to give to our cadets, you know, once they come around. He loves everybody.
Extend our regards to the rector. And I saw him doing some wonderful jobs. Tell him that those cadets are now having platforms he can engage.
Oh, yeah.
Stainless Marine Services.
Yes,
is
I
on the
think
loop.
so they can come, they can reach out to you.
Exactly. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
And we
thank you
really
everyone.
appreciate
Thank you everyone for watching
wonderful.
Smoke Room TV. And from me today, it's bye for now and Obiji.
Yes, thank you very much for sticking
Thank you
around.
very
You guys are amazing.
Thank you.
Smoke Room TV for cadets by cadets. Follow us on all our social media platforms.